Hi, my name is Tim. This is Timberway Designs. This week we're going to make a cab out of Lapis Lazuli. Let's make a cab. So what we have here is a slab of Lapis Lazuli. I'm going to call it Lapis from now on because I have a hard time pronouncing the name. These Latin names just kill me. I just butcher the crap out of them all the time. So this was a rock I bought and I slabbed it up. Lapis is, the blue part is called lazurite, the white is called calcite, and then there's some yellow or gold pyrite mixed in there with it. Let's get this wet and take a look at it. So lapis, the molds on lapis is about 5 to 6, so you'll get a pretty decent shine out of it. As you can see, the color intensifies when you get it wet, so that's probably this is what it's going to look like when we get it cabbed down and polished on the cerium oxide disc. So I'm going to put this guy, I'm going to cut out a teardrop shape. We're going to put in a teardrop, stainless steel bezel teardrop like that. So I'll get my my form here, and we'll draw a teardrop shape on this when it dries up. Okay, I make my own templates because a lot of times when you buy these stainless steel bezels on Amazon, they don't make commercial templates that fit them. So I got to take a pair of calipers, I measure them up, and then I draw it out, and I got a little laser, and I can cut out little bits of veneer to the sizes I need. It's helped me out quite a bit. So I'm thinking there's some nice blue back here, some nice blue up here. So I'm probably I'm gonna lay it on here, probably about like right there. The only bad thing with this template here is you can't see through it. Then I use an ultra fine black Sharpie to draw out my design. So I'm gonna get it right on the edge here, about like that. And then make sure you get all the way out to the edges so you don't short yourself when you're grinding it down to the line. So this will be the back side, and this will be the front side. So I'm going to take it downstairs on the trim saw, and we're going to cut off this piece here. We're going to cut off this piece here, and then I'm going to trim it down this side here, and then probably take a little chunk out of here, and then we can save this for other cabochons down the road. All right, we got our piece of lapis down here. We're going to go ahead and trim it up. Been cutting a lot of stuff down here lately, so I got some crumbs on the deck. All right, that's pretty close. I think we can grind the rest of that off. All right, we're down here on my Kingsley North 6-inch cab machine. I'm going to take this, and I'm going to grind it down to the lines and make sure it fits nice in the teardrop stainless steel bezel I got. So we'll start with the 80 grit, grind it down almost to the line, then we'll do the 220, and then the 280, and then I like to hit it with some 600 to polish up the edge. Okay, I don't go all the way to the line with the 80 grit because some stones, they'll start to chip on the edges. So I can take this the rest of the way down with the 220 grit. Okay, I'm starting to get close, so I'm going to start checking the bezel fit. The bezel only has to fit on this side. We're not worried about this side because that's where the dome is going to be. Okay, I think I got it pretty close. I'm gonna focus. Come on. I think I got it pretty close. Now I'm gonna hit it on the 280 grit. And because it's a Mohs 4 to 5, you don't want to take it right down, because when you hit it with the other wheels, it'll take off a little bit more. You might end up with a loose fit. Okay, it looks like we got a pretty decent fit. Don't rock, sits right down inside there. I don't see a lot of gaps. So now I'm going to take it upstairs, put on dop sticks, and bring it down, put a dome on it. Okay, we're back upstairs from the cab machine. Got it ground down to the line I put on there with the template. Now let's put a dop stick on it so we can finish it up. Okay, we got the wax heated up now. When you put your stone, you got to, the wax will not stick to a cold stone, so you got to put it on the edge here. It gets hot, this edge. Make sure the line you drew with the template is down. You don't want to do it backwards, but don't matter, the stone's going to get hot anyway. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to mix this up just a little bit and let it sit and get used to the temperature for a few seconds. And so I'll take the stone off, make sure you got the line side up, shake some of this off, put on your stone about in the center there, kind of help it down a little bit, and it is hot. And I don't like to let it go over the edges. I mean, the wax will grind off if it goes over the edges, but I'd like to see what I'm doing when I'm grinding. I don't want wax hanging all over. So just kind of make sure it's centered and relatively straight. The straighter it is on the end of the stick, the easier it is to put your domes and your girdles on there. Okay, it's starting to stiffen up now. All right, we'll let this cool down a little bit, and then we'll take it downstairs and put a dome on it. All right, we got the cap mounted on a dop stick. Now I want to take and put about a 2 millimeter 3/16 inch bezel all the way around this guy. And then I'm going to take and start cut a 45 on this edge here, and then another 45 on that edge, and then we'll start doming it. Okay, I got my 45 on there. Now I'm gonna hit this edge here and put a 45 in that, and then we'll start doming it. Okay, now I got all you left with a little flat spot on top. Now I'm going to start doming it. When I dome it, like I said before, I don't go one side. I go back and forth like that. And then I flip it and go back and forth. And then I'm moving it back and forth like that while I'm going up and down. It sounds kind of complicated, but when you get your cab, if you ever do a cab, you'll figure it out pretty quick. So I like this shape. I think it looks fine. Now I'm going to put it on the 220 grit and take out all the lines from the 80 grit. Okay, got all the marks out from the 80 grit, but when you do the 220 grit, it's not cushioned, so it's going to leave flat spots. Now we're going to do it on the 280 grit. That'll take out the flat spots and give it a smooth finish. Okay, got the edge broke, nice and smooth. Got all the flat spots out. Now we're going to polish it. So let's get this polished up. We got the 600, the 1200, the 3000, and the cerium. For this stone here, I'm going to just go 600 through 3000. Seems like, if I remember, the cerium kind of doesn't really help it after the 3000. Let's run it through and see how it looks. All right, I think we're going to stop at the 3000. I usually hit them with the cerium, but on this stone here, sometimes the cerium it seems like it dulls it just a little tiny bit. So we're going to stop at the 3000. So let's take it upstairs, get it off the daub, and mount it into the stainless steel bezel. So we're back upstairs after daubing this piece of lapis. I got it off the stick, a nice clean break after pulling it out of the freezer. Didn't have to do a lot of scraping and picking to get the wax off the back. So let's take a closer look at this and talk about it. So I went ahead and mounted this stone up into the stainless steel bezel. I use this E6000 here. It works really good. When you put it in there, just kind of dab it in the middle. You don't have to put it all the way out to the edge, because when you push that stone in there, you don't want the glue squishing out between the cracks, and you got to clean it off, and it just makes more work for you. Let's take a good look at this guy here. Got an okay shine on it. I've had better shines on stones. I don't know. I've done these before and had pretty good luck with them, but got to remember, this is a relatively soft stone. And it looks kind of nice. The calcite complements the blue on here. So if you're interested in this stone, if you go to the description below, click on my Etsy page. I'll have it on there for sale, or to look at, wherever you want to do. So I took you through all the steps that I do to make a cabochon out of a slab of lapis in this case, and then mount it into a stainless steel bezel. If you like the content, give me a thumbs up. If you really like the content, subscribe, because I'm going to be putting out a video every week. Next week, we're going to make a cabochon out of TP Canyon agate. We went out to South Dakota and picked up some of this stuff here, and I'd like you to come back and check it out. So thanks for watching. Catch you later.